I haven't answered your question yet, how we get out, what's the crack in the egg, what's the glitch in the system. We'll get to that in a little bit. But before we do, I want to talk a little bit more about, well, let's talk about the brain. I'm going to have them put an image on the screen. I asked early this morning Calder to find. And the question is going to be, as this image comes up on the screen, what's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this picture? Anybody get it? It's a headless chicken. Now, this is a true story. I did ask Calder to look it up because I wanted to use it as an example today. This is Mike, the headless chicken. And it was a real chicken. Mike was on a farm here in Colorado back in 1945. And the farmer went out to get dinner because before, they didn't just open the freezer door or go through the drive-in. They went out to the yard and got a chicken like Mike and axe and cut his head off. Well, the farmer had a few drinks that day and went to cut the head off and didn't quite sever it the way he normally would have. The head fell off, if you go to the next picture here. This is a true story. The head fell off. And Mike wasn't sure what to do, but he noticed that, the farmer wasn't sure what to do, he noticed that Mike was still running around. And he thought to himself in kind of a sadistic way, I wonder how long this will last. And went the next day, and Mike is still walking around. And went the next day, Mike is still going, and the farmer thought, well, what if I feed Mike? What if I use a little eyedropper and some, I don't know what they feed chickens, milk or whatever. And this went on and on and on. And pretty soon this has gone over a week. And Mike was a little scared. Not Mike. The farmer was a little scared. And Mike didn't know any better. That's all I can say. The farmer's like, I wonder if this is Satan. I wonder if this is something demonic because this chicken is still running around and pooping. Eating and pooping, just like a chicken does. Yeah. The farmer told a few people about it, and they said, well, you've got a real gem on your hands there. You can make a little bit of money off of Mike. You keep feeding him. You take him out and show him around to a few places. Charge people $0.25 to see the headless chicken, which he did. He made in today's dollars, he made about $50,000 a month. In today's dollars, not back then, but by going around and showing this perverse Mike sitting on a pedestal, and people would pay $0.25 one at a time and come in and see Mike. This went on for 18 months. True story. 18 months. And the only reason why Mike died is because the farmer was taking him around from show to show to show, had a little bit too much to drink once again, because now he's in the money and he's really living the high life. Well, he forgot to bring the little tools that he would use to clean out Mike's throat so he could feed him. And he was feeding Mike some corn, which isn't real smart, and Mike started choking on it, and the farmer didn't have the tools to clear his throat, and Mike fell over dead. Now, the moral, why am I telling this story? Why am I telling this? They applaud me at the Ascended Masters Club. Here they are. Booming. Why? Because you are not your brain. You are like Mike. And you're still going to keep operating. You identify with the thing on the top of your head. And the fact is that you could keep you keep living like Mike did. I'm using this as an extreme example. This thing right here you identify with so much is not you. It is simply a processor that has the capability of taking broad bandwidth, a lot of spectrum, a lot of thought, and reducing it down, limiting it, and then boxing it in. The brain is really good at that. Your brain holds no memories. There are no memories in your brain. None whatsoever. Your brain does not generate any energy whatsoever. None. It uses energy. It does not. It's not an energy source. Your brain has no intelligence in it. That's not an insult. That's a fact. Your brain has no intelligence whatsoever in it. It is simply a device. And you've got part of your brain that's reptilian, part of your brain that's mammal, part of your brain that's evolved over time into the human. But your brain is simply a processor. The brain holds no memories. The one thing the brain got good at was fooling itself and therefore fooling you into limitation, not being sovereign anymore. It did a really good job. But maybe that's the whole plan. Maybe that's the whole plan. Now, I say your brain doesn't hold any of these. Your mind is a little different. Your mind. Your mind is not your brain. Do not mistake it. We can cut Mike's head off and Mike still lives. Your mind is a little different. Where is your mind? By the way, I love the way the word mind has come to be. Mind is not only kind of a psyche, kind of almost a spiritual or a spirit aspect of the brain, but people say, mind your business, mind the teacher, mind your manners. They're even using that word now. It basically means control, limit. Control and limit. So where is the mind? We can cut your head off. We're not going to, I promise. We can cut your head off, and you could still live, maybe. Mike did. Where is your mind? Where is your mind? Anybody? Show of hands.
In the aura?
In your aura. Your aura is basically kind of you're an energy field. It's an emanation of your field, but your mind is not in your aura. Anybody else? Where's your mind? Yes. Microphone, please. Where's the mind? Yeah.
Well, the first thing that came to me was it's like up in the iCloud.
High cloud?
iCloud.
iCloud. Oh, the iCloud. Yeah.
It's
The iCloud. Yeah,
iCloud.
Yeah. Where's the iCloud?
nowhere.
Nowhere. Right. Nowhere. So anybody else? Where is the mind? What is the mind? What is the mind, and where the hell is it? Because if we're going to go beyond it, we got to have a little understanding of where it is.
Well, the mind is the navigator for the body.
I'm sorry.
The mind is the navigator for the body.
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
physical
kind of. Yeah.
reality.
Yeah, but where the hell is it?
In no place.
Is it in your foot?
No.
Is it in your heart?
No.
No. Is it in your brain?
No.
Wow. Isn't it interesting that the brain, it is the thing, the brain and the mind actually combine together to create pain in your body. And pain is actually really not real.
It's an illusion.
It's an impulse
Yeah.
of the mind and the brain. But isn't it interesting that the brain and the mind were so deviously smart? The brain can't feel any pain. The brain, I could do brain surgery on you later, and you're not going to feel any pain. There's no pain receptors in the brain. Isn't that fascinating? That should tell all of us a lot about the brain and the mind. Yet it will deliver the feeling of the sensation of pain some of you are feeling right now in your bodies. It's not real. It's not real. By the way, I know Shamba really wants to go into the light body, but we got to cover this stuff first. Otherwise, you're just, you know what's going to happen? Say, yeah, let's drop all this other stuff. Let's get the light body in here. All it's going to be is an artificial manufacture of the brain and the mind. That's all it's going to be. And you're going to be playing that game, the light body game. Oh, I'm bringing in my light body, and I've got. It's like, no, it's just another wing of the Institute of the Mind. You're still in the crazy bin. That's why we got to get through all this. We got to get beyond the mind before we can bring in the light body. And I've said it before, I get a little upset once in a while with these people pretending to teach light body, and they haven't gone out of their minds yet. And therefore, the light body is just going to be a new wing in the nut house. That's all. Okay, where were we? Oh, I'm sorry, your body, your brain, where's your mind?
It's not a physical, can be in another dimension.
No.
It's actually, it's just a navigator for the physical. That's why they had panders.
Right.
That's what they did for
Oh,
us
you got to hold
to
that mic up to your mouth,
yeah.
up to your brain.
That's what we did for us to stay in the body, and we can navigate.
But where
in
is the
physical.
mind? Where is the psyche? Where?
It's just the chemical.
Is it in here?
No.
No,
it's just the
no, it's
chemical.
not. No, it's not in there. That brain holds no memories. It is not creative. It does not really solve problems. The brain is just a processor. That's all it is. It's not even a memory storage device. So where is the mind? Linda will keep running that microphone around. Where is the mind? And what is the mind? Put the picture of Mike back up again here just to encourage everybody.
I feel like Mike right now.
Where's the mind? With all these memories, lifetimes of memories and emotions and feelings and judgments and awarenesses and experiences, where the hell is it?
I'm in my mind right now because I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, in my thinking, it's always been, that the brain has always been responsible for all those things, and you're telling me now that it's not.
Cut off
it's
the
like,
head, and
whoa.
there's still the body
Yeah.
keeps going. And that's a common perception
Yeah.
that it's all that memories are in here.
Yep.
They're not. And we could do a little dissecting later if somebody's willing to volunteer, and we could show you that there's nothing
Yeah.
in there. There's nothing except chemicals and electricity and a connection to the mind. But where is the mind? One more. Okay. Where is the mind? Does anybody want to take a shot at it?
Is it a part of consciousness?
That it is a part of consciousness. Thank you. And where is consciousness?
Everywhere.
No, not everywhere. Where is
In the
your
I am.
consciousness?
In the I am. It's me.
You say it was in Canada?
I am.
It's where you are. The mind is a fragment, a part, very limited part of your consciousnness. And your consciousness is wherever you are, not just physically, but in awareness. And the mind is a little sliver of that. It doesn't occupy time or space or anything else, but it's part of consciousness, your consciousness. And this is thank you, you got it right. And ding, 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 yeah. Okay, you can kill the chicken now. We've had enough of that. Okay, yeah, you're just when you're getting used to it. Big point as we go forward, as we go beyond the mind. It is just a point of consciousness. That's all it is. It's not here, and it doesn't exist in time or space. It is a little facet of your overall consciousness, the I am that I am. The headbands got you really focused into that little facet, and then you believe that was you. Well, it's part of you. We're not going to destroy the mind as we go beyond it, not at all. But you believe that thoughts are here. You believe that what you see with your eyes are real, and it's not. It's part, but a very small part of reality. You believe that what you sense in your body is this thing called pain or pleasure are real, and they're not. They're a little fragment of reality, but they're not all of it. And when one starts believing that it's real, and that's the extent of reality, the pain in your body, a thought in your mind, any of that, that's when you really get trapped and limited. But when you allow yourself that there is so much more, and it's right here. It's not out there, it's not in there. It is right here. And it's always been right here. It's always been right here.